We got ripperonied. I hate it when the server does that. It's just like, no, we're just gonna drop the connection, because why not? All that hard work. Getting started. I know, man. uh
Copy.
Wait. Okay, still 404. Dang, man. We got ripped. It's trying us today. Green light.
Rearming complete.
Thank you. Yeah, I know, right? Because I need I need startup practice so much. Uh, we're on hoggit Persian Gulf at war.
Roll left, roll left.
You roll left, Betty.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
All right. And there's 25. Throttle's idle. All right. At least we already know where we're going, and I had to say 69 again. Nice. All right. 26, 47, 15. Ha ha ha. You get to say that all the time. Nice. All right, and elevation and feet. 69. Nice. That's true, man. Yo, I didn't even realize 69 was in there. I never... That, like, just dawned on me right now. Oh, man. Okay, that's set. Go back to HSI, thrower and nav, run auto. Yeah, like, but even then, like, who cares? I mean, I'm sure there's people that are like, you know, their username is literally just 420 blaze at 69. You know, exactly, man. I had to do that on Twitter. My Twitter's like that. Brain fart. Uh, wheel chocks. Right. Okay. Remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
All right. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the case. 404 taxi, cat 1. Yo, I'm gonna watch it from right next to you, bro. Ha! I don't have the Tomcat yet. One day I'll be able to afford that beast. I would definitely miss my HMD doing air to air though. Nice, man. Well, happy early birthday or late birthday. I don't know when your birthday is or when you got it. But we'll just say happy early birthday, man. Is he going in the drink? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it full price, but I'd get it on sale. Just because, like, I know there's a sale's gonna come around eventually. Yeah, okay, I guess we should do the bit tests and stuff, huh? Let's go ahead. We'll go half flaps. Get trimmed out. 17 degrees. Nose up is gonna be just dandy. And I'm just gonna eyeball it since the tack end is usually broken anyway. Yeah, so yeah, it can be understandable. That's why I haven't really been using the chatter yet. I'd probably use that more on like single player. Turned it on. We'll see if it actually works. I might have to go set that back up since I redid a bunch of stuff in voice attack. Alright, let's GTFO. Pushing the button. Work. Thank you. Final checks, quick control wipe. And, we're good. So, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I feel like I'm forgetting at least one thing. But we'll find out. The chatter or voice attack? Yeah, that can be a tough one to remember. Yeah, it kind of does though. I don't know, I turned it on and I'm not hearing anything, so maybe it's not there for multiplayer, or I have to go set it up on the Vicom thing. Alright, we're off the boat. We'll go ahead and throw our radar on. We'll get our HMD on. We'll get everything set up how we like here. And we'll go 80 miles back to data. We'll just increase that. I should also probably, I knew I was forgetting something. Yeah, mid's on. Yeah, you can mess around with all that stuff. I haven't really done any of that though, so. Alright. That should be good enough. We'll start our climb. Washington traffic, 404, last call, pushing 253. I don't know who that is or what their setup is. Oh, right on. Sounds pretty sweet.
I'm not going to push it too much further north because I believe there's still a heavy SAM presence along the island, probably 20 miles north of the island where you anchored on.
Magic Archer.
Magic.
Magic Archer checking in for SEAD. Current bulls 119, 133 miles. 4 harms, 2 120s, 2 9X. Playtime 1 hour. 1 hour even.
Archer Magic copies for SEAD. Continue currently heading 315.
Archer copies 315. I'm just gonna make it 316, but.
I know
2 AIM-120s, 2 9X.
Copy 4 harms, 2 M120s, 2 MX, thanks.
So we're gonna make our way out there, and we're gonna see if we can't get rid of some of these SAM sites. We're not gonna be dumb today and fly directly over SAM sites that aren't emitting. We're gonna try to stay south of Keshem for that reason.
Roger that. Transporting security forces.
I would like to avoid... Yeah, for now, we'll stay feet wet. I'm gonna try to avoid becoming fish food today.
Thank you.
We had one good sortie, and we were about to have another good sortie. A stupid disconnect.
Two ship F5s just launching Bulls 015 for 92. Expecting them to be coming south, and they just launched from Bandar Abbas.
So... There's our tanker over there. It's off over there somewhere. About 20 miles. We're not going to worry about hitting it on the way out this time.
Picture update. Group now expanded. 3 ship F5 launching Bandar Abbas. Heading south.
And we'll level off Angels 2-6. Yep. Yeah, that way I don't really feel like going and hitting the tanker on the way out again. Because it is headed the wrong way. If the tanker was headed outbound, then I would consider it. It was 16 on the data there. Yep. In that case, like, I can always head back to the tanker real quick if I still got munitions, and then just hit it and come back out. But we should be alright. Got like an hour and 45 at least of fuel right now. It'll only take us 20 minutes or so to get there, but we don't even need to get that far. We only need to get about 100 miles, not the full 140. And we'll go 317. And we'll just chill on the cruise here. What we can do though is I'm actually gonna pull SA Page down here.
Magic disregard, waypoint, Tuition Bessie 25, Bra 335,
Nice.
50.
55 for 50.
Nice. Okay. And we're gonna put that in priority. Bunch of search radars out there. Once we get close, we'll see if we can find some clamshells. At least those are going to be the
Release currently.
either tens or clamshells will be priority there.
This is down Magic. I had to pull away after a Sam watch.
Tom, you got a rough direction on the Sam launch for me?
There we go. All right.
I believe it's the boat.
That is a long way away. Okay. The sound continues south. I'll give you a turn to altitude.
Gotta check, make sure Giraffe isn't sneaking up on me
Magic, new target,
over here.
06050.
You never know with him, he's sneaky.
Hostile, also associated. Wingman, 17 miles straight.
Daddy, you
06050. Angels.
Kelly.
Just want to check one. 430 knots over the ground ish. That's probably closer to 440, 450. That's fine. Right, friendly. Yeah, man. He is. You never know, man.
20 miles.
You'll just be flying along, and then all of a sudden you look over, and he's like inside of your wing.
Roger, I got him.
He's just like over there chilling on it.
Launching 10 miles north.
See the coast way out there.
Mach 3.
Look at that boat. That is a nice boat. Got a 14 nails back there.
Lifeline.
Copy for Sun Magic. Caution hostile 340. 20 miles. Angels 2 hot. Advise press south.
I see him. I'm gonna go low and see if I can pop up and take him out.
Copy. Caution. He's got 2 buddies. Following on 20 miles to the north.
I mean, those SA-10s are super far.
Payload Magic. 040. 30. Angels 3.
Mach 3. 0 for 0 for 30.
Same target as this down. This down breaks south now.
This is out taking evasive. I don't have eyes if I flashed him. I still give it a sim launch. Looks like that's it,
I have to figure out what the classes are on all this.
Archer, Magic, those sounds like they are currently rules 3, 5, 5, 16 possible area 003 60 as well.
Archer copies. I'm 92 miles out.
Copy that, thanks.
Magic, touchdown, is he gone?
Closest target's clean, yes. Nearest target, 01725 miles. Device push south, 5 to 10 miles.
Roger, pushing south.
ABOG, press, hostile.
Nice.
3340.
Hostile. But see, I also want to, like, the reason I just threw it on priority. I see hostile over there. But see, it's still that. I don't really want to be looking at all the search radars right now. So if I'm on priority, it'll give me those SA-10s. Yeah, I need to figure out, like, I know the, like, HN is the boats. I need to figure out what F1, F2, H1, H2 are. HAA. I've never...
Magic, left turn 270, avoiding any traffic.
Archer, coming left, 270.
It's down, Magic.
Magic, touchdown.
Say again, ABOG, hostile is left your 9 o'clock, 017.
Nice. Well, I know what they are, like, on the RWR. Like the SA-10s, those are search radars. The HN is the destroyer or whatever.
Friendly 12 miles ahead.
I know what all those are. It's just like for the class like FAA, F1. I think F1 and F2 might show like the earlier versus the later SAM. So like SA1s through SA8s and then SA8s and later. But I don't remember exactly, or I don't know for sure exactly for the harm classifications.
Magic, touchdown, Fox 3.
So we're gonna avoid.
Magic, I still have you currently on a heading of 115. You heading turning north, sir?
Magic, ticket.
And
Currently see you heading.
we'll wait for Magic to head us north.
Two ship SU-25 is likely to smack.
They're still just out there on the horizon.
ABOG, Magic, two ship SU-25. There are 320, 505, digits 23.
We'll see when he wants us to turn back in.
Archer, Magic, right turn, heading 320.
Archer coming right, 320. This is solid GCI work there. When I don't have to remind him
Magic, touchdown.
about stuff,
Eyes on both of them.
and he's working all of the different
Just down,
aspects. Like he's not just only worrying about cap.
320 or 5 miles, Phoenix 3.
That's nice.
ABOG Magic. Ra 0004115, HS 3.
Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Welcome, welcome.
Sound, okay, sound. Motion friendly Fox to
Come right 327.
Magic, circle down, Winchester.
Copy Winchester, nearest airbase, due south.
Nice, man. Salted caramel's pretty good.
Roger that, circle down.
ABOG Magic, nearest contact 260.
I wish I was day eating some ice cream. I haven't even had lunch yet. Or breakfast for that matter.
Copy, they're about to attack. So.
I think I'm gonna make like a dope sandwich for lunch. Feel like that's a good idea. True that. True that.
ABOG
Understandable. It's like what, six or seven there.
30440 times 2 ship SU-27.
No, I don't know about. I really wanted a grilled cheese the other day, so maybe a grilled cheese. But I was thinking more like turkey, bacon, Italian kind of combo deal. I made a sandwich the other day that was dope. It was turkey and bacon on some Italian bread with some olives and onions, lettuce, tomato.
300 or 55 to ship SU-27 that can be in line way and want to put you for an attack run.
Archer copies. I'll be keeping an eye out on them. Yeah, and then I had like some sub sauce with like herbs and like. Say again for Archer.
Disregard last Archer. Angels 3-3.
So we're gonna be doing some seed work over here.
Archer, Magic, can you just support you need G whilst he pulls back? Current target's 30040.
Archer's tally radar contact.
G can copy, confirm, Samuel. Archer, Magic, advice push south.
Archer is turning south.
As you correction, push. Now, if you head to 045, that might be kind of vessel. Go and then pop up and see if you can get targets to the 315.
Archer copy heading right 045.
Image be advised. Contacts 313 13 hot. You've got a friendly F-16 to your south, just press.
Magic, can I have a confirm on the flash?
ABOG still showing 2 ship fuel 6.
So yeah, we're
Target 4 miles south.
we've got stuff going on. There's some 29s out there.
Magic, this is Brutus checking in with 6 times AMRAM.
Looks like there's a 2-ship Su-25 down there.
Last call sign, second call sign, dispatch. Temperature dispatches.
A-Dog, Brutus checking in.
Which I'm gonna try to save my 120s
Magic picture, 2 times magic concern splash. Thank you very much,
if
sir.
possible.
Airbase is 116 for 13 miles.
116 for 13, thank you.
Archer, magic picture clean, apart from to the north. Nearest hostile 34530. 2-ship F5 heading south. Advise you move any 2 seconds.
Archer turning left 270. Be advised, I've got radar contact just north of me, about 15 miles on the deck.
Confirm 2-ship Su-25.
Copy. I'll leave those for the cap.
Yeah, caution, 2-ship F5 is pressing hard now, 24 miles from north. If you can get a half shot away, do so, otherwise I do advise you go south.
Archer's defending SA-10.
Previous call sign, magic, apologies, never left call sign, sir.
Second for final landing stop.
Archer, magic, nearest hostile 33022, still hot.
Archer, copy.
You do have an SU-25, he's currently 33511. He's just checking in the exchange.
Archer copies. I'm still defending SA-10. Alright, we're gonna go down low. There's
Call signs, magic signing off. Call back onto common 253. Engineer.
Thanks, Magic. So, thank you, Magic.
okay. We're gonna keep an eye out for those F5s. Archer splash one. Archer Fox 3. Hit bolt. Splash. I gotta VID this guy. Archer splash 1 at 5. Alright, for a seed mission, this has certainly gotten a little hectic here. Overlord, bogey dope. Cool, let's get down in here, see if we can get some harms off. We'll go down low, try to avoid that ship out there. Alright, I don't know if that's going to reach 20 miles at this low of an altitude. Looks like Giraffe is sneaking up on me. And we'll turn back in. It trimmed out a little bit. Nice, we have some air cover. Shut up, Eddie. Archer Magnum ×3. All right. Whew. That was a little hectic. We'll have to check the TACAN when available. Betty, can you chill? We're fine. I see you, Giraffe. All right. Well, we still got 120. Let's see if we can get that off. Overlord, bogey dope.
Are you in comms?
All right, we'll see if we can get a shot off on this guy, and then we will dip out back to the carrier. We'll hit a 3-wire this time.
Ascot, anything you want me to tell your wife before you bail out? And he's out. Good shit over the ocean. Send us tennis.
Go ahead, plug in the burner. We got a little bit of fuel to play with. Archer, committed bandit bulls 351, 42 miles. If they just Fox 3'd on my guy, I'm gonna be mad. And then I'm gonna have to avoid an SA-10. Archer defending SA-10. Overlord, bogey dope. Alright, we're just gonna avoid those SA-10s out there. Got about a little more than 1,000 pounds of fuel before we gotta worry about fuel to get back to the carrier there. Giraffe looking pretty off the wing, as always. So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's dead by the time we get to him. That's fine. Yeah. That definitely happens. Quite a bit. Especially with how far south this guy is. I mean, yeah, there's already a friendly over here somewhere going after him. So we just may be going back to the carrier with 120 left. So I'm not using VR, but I am using track IR. Yo, 100%, man. That's every time I take like a heavy air-to-ground loadout, I just get swarmed. Like this, I had an air-to-ground loadout. I got like what, 3 air-to-air kills? Let's... Might be going for a gun skill. Be interesting. I mean, they're about merged. We'll know when we just see them start rapidly descending towards the Earth. Which seems to have started happening. Yeah, there's our friendly. Alright, time to go back to the carrier then. Yeah, so right now we're on PvE. We aren't on a PvP server. So yeah, there's plenty of PvE options. I also do some X-Plane and stuff, but mostly I've been doing a lot of DCS lately. A lot more going on in the combat flight sims. Cool, Quasar, that's a good call sign, I like that. Alright, let's see if TACAN is going to be cooperating here. Of course not. Oh yeah, it's really good for that. It's not too, there's not too many switches necessarily. I mean, there's still a lot of switches, not as many as the A10 though. It is fly-by-wire, so if you're not used to that, that can be a little different. But there's so much to do in it. It's got, you know, a crazy number of different weapons you can use. You have carrier ops you can do. Where'd Giraffe go? Is Giraffe still here? I don't know. He's probably around me somewhere. Plus, you also have. Yeah, no worries. I'm on my way back to the carrier now. Quasar Archer. Quasar Archer. I'm currently Remington and RTB to the Stennis. Bulls 234, 21 miles. Can I get a vector to the Stennis? Or, sorry, to the Washington?
Washington is going to be direct at 112 for 146, and I've got the one here at 47.
113, solid.
Archer's Quasar, yes, 101 for 142. That's direct to George Washington. The wind is 350 at approximately 8 knots, or 5 knots actually.
Archer copies. I'll check back in when I'm back up in the air.
Roger, BRC is 296.
Archer copy, thanks. Alright, let's throw the autopilot on here. We'll go 111. And we are going to turn that down because we're just going to stay locked up. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good one, buddy. And we'll probably slow down a little bit here. We're not burning quite as much fuel. We'll hold like Mach point. This will be fine. 0.82. Or 0.83. Right there on the 285 in the box. We'll see if the ILS wants to work today.
Copy inbound, thank you.
Check our fast page. Cool, so we'll be there before we even hit 2,000 pounds of fuel. So we'll have plenty of fuel in case we bolter. So I'm on the standalone. So a lot of the times they will sometimes release stuff to the standalone first, which is why I tend to be on the standalone. But it's kind of a personal preference thing. So not really a big deal. We'll get our helmet mounted display off. We don't really need it on this flight back. And we'll just be chilling for a minute here. Yep, Steam does have the Steam sales. Although also the reason they didn't have the are you talking about multiplayer or having both Steam and standalone? Oh yeah, multiplayer is you can be on Steam or standalone to play multiplayer. It doesn't really matter. What matters is if you're on the open beta or on the stable release. Pretty much all of the online servers or on the open beta.
Are you looking for SEAD or captain? You going ground pounding or doing something better?
So this is the F-18, not the 16. I also have the 16, but right now we're doing carrier ops in the F-18.
As soon as we're in 358 for 5, MiG-29, 358 for 5, Angels 2, and Arrow for you, it's 354 for 7. Break, Kumi, if you come right, please. Kumi, come right.
Yep, that is true. You can't roll back on Steam. Oh, so the reason it says F-16 is because we will be doing an F-16 giveaway. So I will be giving away that module once we reach that follower goal.
Splash versus Arrow, if you like RTB heading 214 for 23, that's Kasab. Wind is 350 at 5. Kumi, if you like to send orbit up there, you can orbit left to right-hand patterns, Angels 35, Mach 0.7.
Yeah, no worries, man. I know it's confusing. I threw like a bunch of numbers up there in the stream title. I could probably title these a little better.
Yes.
Alright, we can get the...
If you could head up the coast towards Kasab and take out work on the SA-10s and ships near Bandar, that'd be great.
RWR off the HUD. We're not gonna encounter anything there. Leave the FPass page on. And we're gonna be light when we come in to land there. We're probably still about like 80 or 90 miles out. We'll check because the TACAN's not working at the moment because it's kind of bugged. Yep, 93 miles. So we'll check in once we reach the carrier control zone at 50 miles out. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Kaiden. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I sincerely apologize. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the team, man. Nice. Glad I got that right. For them, you talking about the people talking? Yeah. Nope, that's actual people on the radio. They're talking to me right now. Archer copies. TACAN's currently down at the moment, but I appreciate it. So that's the radios actually work. There's a program called Simple Radio Standalone that we use with DCS, and it allows the 2 radios and the 2 mids channels to actually work as intended. So if we had somebody in our flight, we could also use the encrypted radios like that. Although, let me check. There we go. So it's a separate program, but they're also adding it into the game, so that you can do it with or without Simple Radio Standalone. They're working on the actual voice stuff. It is software. It's not like TeamSpeak where you join a room, but you do connect to the server, and then all of your radios work. So it's already started, actually. If you look in the DCS settings, you can actually see the voice chat stuff. There's options in there. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't used that with Arma, but the radios do work. Like, so you can hear them on 134, but if I change frequency, I can no longer hear them. I'm not gonna hear what they're talking about. So you got to be on the right frequency to talk to people. So you got to use all the radios and everything. It's super nice. Makes it really immersive and realistic. I wouldn't fly without it. But those are all other people flying in the server. You can meet up with them, whatever. And we'll check in here. Make sure, or check our distance. Because we're just about to hit that carrier control zone. We're 55 nautical miles out. Yep, and I also have a voice attack, so even with the AI stuff, I can just talk to them, which you'll see here momentarily. So we'll go ahead and switch radio 2 to 126.5, preset 1, since that's what the carrier is on. So to get that line, that's just this button right up here. So you can, you're moving the map around. If you click right here, then you just right click where you want and drag it, and then it'll give you bearing and distance.
Just looking at the radar here, looks like you had a couple of bogeys that turned hot here, about 6
Washington, inbound.
northwest. Correct, 45.
So we'll start our descent. You see how I just talked to that carrier and the AI carrier, and there it is, talking back to me. Hey man, welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. So we'll get a little bit of a steep descent in here. Yep, we're in the F-18 today.
Good copy, I'll resume calves. Here on 1.
And we'll be keeping an eye out for those boats. That looks like an oil tanker out there. Yep. Or a cruise ship, one of the two. And we'll make sure we stay on heading. We'll go ahead and silence the radar. Bring up our Flickus. We got plenty of fuel right now. And we'll go ahead and bring up the HUD repeater. And we're going to keep an eye out for the boats. Make sure that we are on the right heading. They are 106 at 30 miles. Yep, we're going to be landing here and rearming, refueling, and then headed back up. So they should be kind of out there near the horizon. So we'll kind of level our descent out a little bit. So it can. So if I bring up the autopilots, there is like an automatic carrier landing system. We're not going to be using that. It's a little different than X-Plane, where you can't dial in a specific altitude, and then once it captures that altitude, it'll hold it. But you can put it in attitude hold, so if I go like this, it'll hold this attitude right here. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Hat Trick. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the team. I could set it to either barometric altitude or radar altitude, and then if I wanted, the other thing I could do is I can bring up the HSI, and you can see my heading select and course select. And so if I put this to 106 and then hit heading select, it'll turn to keep me on that heading. And then if I wanted to hold right here, I can just click in barometric altitude hold, and it'll hold that. But we'll click those off. So you can do a lot with the autopilot. It's just not quite the same as the autopilot in X-Plane. We'll keep our descent in. You can see the boat right off our nose there. Yep, so it will hold. It also has an auto throttle. There is an automatic carrier landing system. However, I don't think it's been fully implemented yet, because it still is early access. I don't really use it. I prefer to just hand fly it in anyway, but there is ILS. So we'll see if, right now the carriers are kind of bugged where they're not transmitting TACAN and ILS information. So we'll see if the ILS will work. But we're going to descend to Angels 2. We'll check our distance. And we're almost at 10 miles, so we'll make the CU at 10 call here in a moment. Got another aircraft over there. We'll slow down here, and we'll make that call. So he just got confirmation that he's allowed to go land. See you at 10. We just made our call. We are board number 404. We'll hold Angels 3 because just in case he's going to stay in the Marshall stack there. It looks like he is in the 2,000 feet Marshall stack as we speak. We're going to hold 3,000. And we'll set auto throttle for 300 knots. As you can see, there he is. Yep, there's plenty of Russian planes. Most of them are low fidelity though, except for like the MiG-21. We're a little close for the Marshall, that's fine. The MiG-21, the MiG-19, the MiG-15 are all high fidelity, but it does have MiG-29, Su-27, Su-25s that are low fidelity. It also has the Russian helicopter, the Ka-50, which I fly from time to time, which is kind of like a single-seat Apache, which is awesome. So we'll hold this Marshall until we get a Charlie signal from the carrier there. We're going to go ahead and get the clock off the HUD. Yep, the K-50 I know is in War Thunder. I haven't played any War Thunder, but I've seen some YouTube videos of it being in there.
Washington traffic turning for final.
So once we get over the boat here, then we'll just start a nice 30-degree left bank. And that should hold us pretty perfectly in the Marshall. And so we are just about over the boat. We'll go ahead and start that turn. Got 1,800 pounds of fuel, so we got about 18 minutes of fuel. To look at from the LSO pattern, it's a left Alt F10, and you're probably gonna have to hit it at least twice to get to the Washington. The first time you hit it, you'll end up on the Stennis. But yeah, to be in the LSO platform, it's left Alt F10. Hey man, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Glad to have you. So we just passed through position 2. We're going to be at position 3 here. We're just waiting for him to get on the deck. And we're holding Angels 3 and our 30-degree bank at 300 knots. And it looks like he just boltered. I really need him to not bolter on this next pattern. Because I do not want to run out of fuel. So it looks like he's in the bolter pattern. Rip. Now we'll catch that 3-wire for you. Where's Taint Brush when you need him, man? Yep, I fly both of those planes a lot. I did. We had a pretty awesome giveaway. Actually, Leader Giraffe is the one that won it. So like, that guy really needs to catch a wire. Okay, and he boltered. I'm gonna have to get on the radio here if he bolters this next time. Oof. I know that feel though. That's understandable. BRC is 294. I'm gonna need you to catch that wire though, because I'm getting really low on fuel. I'm at 1.4. Copy. I'll go signal Charlie. See if you can call Bort to the Washington. See if it'll give me signal, Charlie. Appreciate it. Copy. I'm coming up on position 3 here in a moment. No, you don't lose the plane like where it disappears, but obviously you blow up and you have to get a new plane. So yeah, lots of fun there. Okay, we'll come auto throttle off. We'll put our hook down and we'll start our descent to 800 feet and increase our speed to 350 knots. And we're gonna keep our turn coming in here. So we're gonna have to make sure we don't bolt her. Hey, thank you so much for the follow there, Walt. Appreciate it, man.
Roger that. Transporting security forces to target location.
Comey set for Cap as well, FPD Comey.
All right, and we're a little high. We'll bring our descent down.
Comey F-18, climate range is 5.
And since no tack in, we're gonna count to 10 for the brake. And that guy should have been down at 500 feet. 404 kiss off.
Go again. I'm at 18 with you.
That was, I'm at the brake. And we'll get our trim in. Lots of forward stick because we're light. Alright, we'll get a little bit of a descent coming in here. We are very light. And we'll get on speed AOA. Be a little high here. Alright, still a little high. We'll start our turn.
We do have quite a bit of fighters. 019 for 42, expect from that direction at 5 swing levels. Copy. Looks like I've got Sam that launched on me. I think SAP behind me. I'm headed away.
I'm on base.
If I'm out of the effective range or not. The missile right now is 400 knots at 25,000 feet. At 6 miles off here. 6, that's the closest one. It's not going to catch up. Keep running cold. They're firing at your arms for the most part. Great, thank you. Radar 2-1, if you're still on comms, that's going to be a left-hand turn for you. 325 for 46. Let me know if you can get the on those F5s, 21s. Moving F-14s on comm right now. Cool, sorry, Radar 2-1, turn 325.
Hornet ball.
SEAD is still required. Go make it. SEAD and cap, mixed left in a second. I'm going to take you far east from the sands and then go feet wet. Big steezy action with the on-comms, F-14.
Rewire. Archers clear the deck. So 3-wire is the wire that you want to catch. That is the goal when doing carrier landings. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So there's 4 wires that you can catch. The 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the 3 wire is the wire that you're supposed to catch. That's the one you're trying to catch. So my landing was solid. Are you doing the Marshall stack pattern correct? Okay, so it just called for you to be in the overhead brake pattern at this point, not on final for this. Yep. Nice. Sweet. Well, let's get rearmed and refueled here. We're gonna go ahead and change these out. And yeah, that should be good. Not sure this guy knows exactly what he's doing for carrier landings. That's fine though. Nothing wrong with being new. So we're gonna go do some SEAD since we have some CAP, which is Combat Air Patrol. Since we have a human GCI on, or Ground Controlled Intercept, or AWACS, whichever you want to call it, Airborne Warning and Control System. But that's who's talking on the left ear right now. So we'll do that. Depending on where the tanker is, maybe we'll hit that on the way out, just to top off our fuel. Get some practice in there. And then we're going to go shoot down some airplanes. We'll go ahead and get ILS off, because it never popped up. For some reason, it's not transmitting, so nothing to worry about here. All right. Oh man, you're gonna have so much fun with it. There's just so much to do. Persian Gulf is a lot of fun as well.